Today we are going to start with our new chapter of physics part, right? As what I said, our textbook is divided into three parts: chemistry, biology, physics. So we are going to now start with our physics part called chapter 8, motion. Okay, so motion is a very important part of our life. Physics, okay, before that I'll just tell you whether you opt for mathematics or whether you opt for biology. Physics and chemistry are the subjects which we are going to carry forward for sure. So in both part you have chemistry and physics for sure. So put all your efforts in order to understand. Again I am telling 9th standard is the base of 10th, 11th, 12th. So keep your effort. First of all, what is motion? What is motion? Okay, so anything which is moving, we call it as in motion. For example, the fan right now is in motion, right? If it's switch on, if it's switch off, yes, we can say definitely it is not in motion. Second thing, when the car is moving and the bike is moving, the birds are flying, even the bloods in your vein, right? Everything is in motion. So motion is a very important part of our life. Let me show you. So chapter 8, have a look. In everyday life, we see object at rest and others in motion. So we can see something is in rest, something is in motion. Like your house is stationary. It is at one place only. On Earth, it is at one place only, right? But if you see our Earth, the planets, the birds fly, fish swims, blood flows in our veins and arteries, right? Car moves, everything you can see is in motion. Atoms, molecule, planet, stars, galaxy, everything, right? So what is motion in simple words we can see, right? So can I say change in position with respect to time? What can I say? Change in position with respect to time. We call motion as, right? Change in position. Position means you are changing your place from one point to another. Change in position from with respect to time. Change in position with respect to time. See, everything happen with respect to time only. Understand that one thing. With respect to time. So what we are saying here is, what is motion? Change in position with respect to time. But still, motion depend upon the observer. Now how? Some say it's for some person one object is in motion, for other it is in stationary. Surprise? Yes, it is true, right? But before that, let me take you a little basic here. So here that the situation in motion interfered and indirect evidence. For example, I said the motion of an air will be observed with the help of, when you cannot see air, right? So air can be interfered, but air is in motion. How? When you see the trees, the leaves are moving, at that point of time you understand, oh yes, it is in motion, right? So this can be interfered with the help of this thing. Second thing, what causes the phenomena of sunrise and sunset and changes of season? Now that's depend upon this thing, the weather and all, right? Now any object may be, that's what I was talking, see, any object may be moving for one person and it should be stationary for the other. Now how that is possible? Any object may be moving for one person and stationary for the other. So how does that possible? So that is possible only when an object may appear to be moving for one person and stationary for the other. Let me give you one example here. Okay. Here what can I say is, let's say there are in a bus, this is a bus, two friends are in the bus. Okay, let's say Arjun and Ronak. These two persons are on inside the bus and the bus is moving. Okay, and the bus is moving. Now there is one more person on the road, far away from a little road, right? What we name Rahul. Okay. Now when Ronak look at Arjun or Arjun look at Ronak, for both of them, are they moving? Are they moving? When Ronak look at Arjun and the Arjun look at Ronak, the bus is already moving. But when they look at each other, they are sitting on their seat or chair. They were sitting over there, and when they look each other, will they see each other in motion? No. For them, they both are stationary. When Arjun look at Ronak, Ronak is at his seat. When Ronak look at Arjun, Arjun at his seat. They both are stationary. They both are not moving. So my question arises: if they both are, then are they in motion? Now, when the Rahul sees Arjun and Ronak, are they in motion? So there are 2 point of view. See, when Arjun Ronak, for him, he is stationary. But when Rahul see Ronak, he is in motion. Are you getting what I am saying? So Ronak, for one person Ronak is stationary, and for one person Ronak is in motion. So can I say that anything is in motion? So we can say motion is relative. Relative doesn't mean the one which we use for our the one who's our relative or something. I'm not talking that. Motion is relative means what? It depends upon the observer. It depends upon the observer. Are you getting? Whether a person is stationary or in motion, it depends upon the observer. So it depends upon the observer whether the person is in motion or in stationary. Okay. So anything is in motion or stationary, it depends upon the observer. It depends upon observer. Okay. So understand this very small logic, that anything which is in motion or stationary depend upon the observer. Clear, everyone? Second thing. Okay. So I hope you understand what I am trying to say, that anything is in motion or in stationary, it depend upon observer. Okay. Now let me show you in the textbook here. Okay. Now here if you see properly, for the passenger in a moving bus, the roadside tree appears to be moving backwards. Okay. But a person standing on the roadside perceives that the bus is moving along the passengers are moving. Okay. So for both of them, person inside the bus sees that the trees are moving back, and the person on the roadside sees the bus is moving, right, like that. So motion we can say is a complex thing, right? It depend upon the observer. It depend upon the observer. Okay. Always remember this small thing. So motion depend upon the observer. Okay. Now let's see next. Motions, therefore most motions are complex. Some objects may move in a straight line, some objects move in a certain path, some objects rotate, some objects vibrate. Those all are, we call it as in motion. Rotation, right? All these things we can call it is in motion, whether they are moving in circular path or is in straight line, or they are rotating, they are vibrating, right? So we shall learn to describe the motion through a simple equation or a graph. So normally we express motion in terms of equation or graph, right? The way you are going to learn linear equation. So linear equation, when you draw the graph, that is a graph. When you draw that graph is a straight line. Okay. So all these things, as what I am saying, that matters now, right? So later we will discuss about circular motions and all. So what we have understood is, please put your efforts. Motion is what? When you see everything around us which is in motion. Something is in rest, something is in motion. Motion is what? When a object changes its position with respect to time. Now, but motion is relative. Relative means what? It depends upon the frame of reference, whether it depends upon the observer, whether from where the observer is looking. Okay, everyone? So, I am ending it here. We are going to describe it a little more. Physics concept is new for you. Put all your efforts to understand your first time learning of everything new. Okay? Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Bye.